Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is your friendly neighborhood farmer Raznac. We are back on no man's land and I have leased some property. Well, kind of leased, worked out a deal. Anyway, I'm working someone else's land, and that land is Nostalgic Farmers. He has a lot going on, so he can't get as much playtime as he wants. And I said, hey, if you're interested, I can work your land, we'll work out a deal, you get some of the money, I keep most of it, and that way you're not, just spending a whole year not making any money. And he said, you know what, that's a great idea. So that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm doing. I have leased a farm, a big farm too. And I went ahead and planted this field in oats. I've already done that. This field was kind of ready to plant. It was partially fertilized. It needs to be lime, but I think the best thing to do is wait until the whole field's ready instead of just these little sections. But this field needs lime, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to spread some lime on it. Spread some lime. That sounds like a drinking song. Spread some lime on it. Let's see. There we go. I hope 8,000's enough. And you burn through lime something fierce, so we may have to make a couple trips for it. I hope you all have had a great weekend. If you're watching this, it is Monday. So happy Monday to you, which means it's the weekend for me. Most of y'all, it's the work week. Sorry, I know. But I work weekends, and I work at night, so unfortunately, my gameplay time is during the week. I actually don't ever really get to play much on the weekends, so it's also, I recorded this like the week before, so this video is about 4 or 5 days old in the world of news and farm sim and everything else, so I'm a little behind when I do it. Just a little. Up here bordering Gizmo's property. Nostalgic's property comes right up next to Gizmo's. I don't know what we're going to plant here yet. I haven't quite decided what would be best. I know we're going to set a new point though. There we go. I just don't know what's going to be best for us up here. Like I said, I already planted oats, and I'm going to plant soybeans all right here. I think I'm just going to plant wheat right here, or maybe just oats again. It's probably just oats. We'll just do oats again. And then soybeans over there in the other section, and then that way we have a couple large fields we can pull a straw off of. To both, we can use it for ourselves and sell it to Jamberry, because he can use the square bales in his pellet making process, and I'm sure he'll pay a pretty good price for straw, more than the shop would, because he can turn that for some pretty good money selling the pellets. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Sounds like a great plan, Raz. I'm not going to do this in camera until in cab until I kind of get the sections done, because you can miss a lot. And lime's it's not really expensive, but you go through a lot of it quickly. We've already gone through 2,100 liters. Just this little bit of liming, a little bit of lime application. I was hoping to see maybe Gizmo working, but he's not. I texted him in game, but he didn't respond to me. Maybe away right now. Who knows? So what else? What else is going on? As it sits, the cows are great. I've got 110 heifers and cows, and then 41 calves. My oldest calf is a year old, going on a year, so we still have one more year before that cow is ready to be with child, and then after that another 9 months before it's born. So I don't know if we're going to keep these calves or sell them. I've actually been thinking about selling all of them, and the price kind of peaks here. It looks like fall. And I'm just going to kind of watch the price of those because they may just be worth selling instead of hanging on to for the whole maturity of the cow. Because we're still talking 2 more years before that cow makes any kind of milk for us, where we could buy one today, and in theory, it could be making milk in, 9 months. In theory. I think it's 0.9 months. Something like that. So that may be what we do. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Probably makes sense. Because we can buy an adult cow for about $2K, and we can sell those cows right now for $500-$600 each one of those calves. And the name of the game is milk. It's not cow production. So that is the name of the game. And we may just be better off selling those. Especially the males. I have 3 or 4 males. I'm going to sell those. Because a male dairy cow is almost worthless. I don't know if you guys know that, but even in the real world, I don't think they hold a whole lot of value. I think a lot of times they're sold to the young cows. I think the young males are actually sold for, is it veal? I think a lot of times your young dairy cows are used for veal. So yeah. Poor baby cows, but hey, that is the life of the cow. They either make milk or make meat. That's what they were domesticated for. So we are almost finished. Well, not almost. Almost. And then after that, what I'm going to do, so we're going to get this field limed. We're going to drop lime on it. And then I'm going to time lapse putting fertilizer down on everything, really. I think I'm going to run fertilizer over everything, even when I planted once. And then after that, we'll get to planting. And then that should be the video. That's really it. I wanted to do hay, but we have a small problem. We have a 60% chance of rain between now and midnight. And then after that, it's clear until Monday. But my problem is I'll be at work all these days, so I'm not going to be able to cut hay. It's so frustrating unless I can get the grass on the ground. Ugh. I just have not been able to produce hay like I want to because I can never fit it in. And it just is a constant struggle between real life and this to get it fit in. But I don't want to mow the grass now because I'm afraid it's going to rain, and then if it rains, my hay rots away, and then I still don't have any hay. Because I want to mow all of this 54 and all of this at 53, so that's a lot to put on the ground. And like I said, we're talking 60% chance of rain. A very small amount, though. Very, very tiny amount. I may mow. I may push my luck here. Our plans may change. Let's get the rest of this limed and fertilized, and then our plans may change. There's a very good possibility of that happening. Because I really, really want to get that grass mowed. And then I can bale it. That's the problem, though. Today's Thursday when I'm recording this. Tomorrow will be Friday. I have to go to work unless I can get it picked up. But I want to record an episode. Oh my gosh. It's really, it really is frustrating. It's horribly frustrating. Dang it, real world. Real world's crimping my style, man. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'm going to finish up getting the lime applied here, and then when we're done with that, it'll jump over to a time-lapse video of me fertilizing everything, which shouldn't be too long, just a couple minutes. And then, from there, we're either mowing grass or we're planting. haven't quite decided yet. All right, we'll see you then. It's going to be planting. I'm afraid if I cut hay, it's going to rain, and because the grass moisture is like 14%, so it'll be semi-dry grass when we cut it. But it may rain, and that's my great fear. My great fear is that if this rain does hit, it's going to turn it into wet grass, and then I'm going to have to ted it anyways. And you know, just problem it. So I'm just gonna wait, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to cut it for it to become hay, and then for me to bale it or get it picked up off the field before I have to go to work tomorrow. So we're just gonna wait, and then after that it's gonna rain. 90% chance of a lot of rain early in the week, so it may have to wait. It's just gonna have to wait. No ways around it, fortunately. But hey, can't say we didn't try. What we're going to do is we're going to go start planting on Nostalgic's fields that I have leased. I'm paying him a percentage of the yield. We haven't quite worked out what it's going to be yet, but either way, I didn't have to pay for the land. The work is really just my time. Seed costs are pretty inexpensive, especially because I'm going to be planting soybeans here. And you know, you don't go through tons of soybeans when you plant, so I think I'm going to do this last field in oats, I think, because we already have some oats, and I thought, well, might as well just plant the rest in oats and be done with it. Speaking of, I probably just need to fill up my seed hopper while I'm down here, so I don't have to drive back. And then we'll plant the large portion of his farm soybeans, so we'll have oats and soybeans for sale. The soybeans we're gonna have to hold on to for we'll have to leave them in for a while. So do I want to do that, or do I want, let's look at prices here. Let's look at prices. Alright, so wheat will peak in the winter, so if we plant that now we can sell that in the winter. Barley is the same, oats are the same, canola kind of the same, sunflowers, soybeans. See, soybeans I'm gonna have to hold until next summer, and I don't have an elevator, so I'm going to pay for that. So it may be best to just kind of, yeah, oh man, decisions, right? What do we plant? What do we plant to get the best price? We could plant corn, because corn has the best price, but then we'll have to get a corn header. Decisions. Corn's a good crop. Soybeans is a good crop too, but then we have to hold it. But you know what? I'm gonna be planting soybeans on my farm, so we'll just put all that in the elevator together. It's just what we're gonna have to do. That's what we'll have to do. But oats we should be able to sell pretty much kind of right off the field. If they are in the elevator, they won't be there very long, so we don't have to worry about the oats being in the elevator very long. Guys are talking about fert mixers and all that stuff. I don't know. Tell me, folks, in the comments what it is in Hoff-Bergman. If you watch my last episode, Farmer Andy has a fertilizer mixer in there. I'm wondering if there's a way to pull that out and to use that as a standalone mod. I would ask him for permission, of course. I wouldn't not. I'll have to look into that. Definitely going to have to do some digging to see if I can do that or not. Or on the farm. Definitely worth looking into. I think eventually on my farm we're going to have one of these concrete buildings. I just really like it, and I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we have an oat field here. I thought the adjoining field over here we could plant oats in. What do you think? Or should we do oats up there and soybean? What do you guys think? What do you think? Soybean. I want that big field to be soybeans. Let's just do oats. We'll just do 2 big fields of oats. Like I said, if you look at the prices, we won't have to hold it very long. If we harvest here, we can sell here, and we can get the straw off of the oats. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. And then we'll plant these fields in soybeans. Stay tuned to the channel. There's going to be some time-lapse videos definitely coming up very soon, because a lot of this planting is going to be done in time-lapse, off camera. Well, not off camera, but away from my microphone, where I'm not talking. Oh, I gotta set my cruise control to 11, otherwise I can plant this field at 30-something miles an hour. I gotta get in the XML and fix that. One of the commenters to the video said you can just fix it in the XML, and I didn't even think about it. I can just go into the XML and fix this, where it doesn't go faster than 11. It should be a pretty easy fix. Anything to it. Still wish it had more of a dirt animation because the only dust is coming off the tractor, like the corn planter does. It has a dirt animation. But I'm really happy with the setup, and it works very well for the farm size I have. I can't get too close to the edge there, otherwise my planter doesn't make contact with the ground. Wow. Straight lines, Raz. You know what? You have this great fancy technology. You know what it's called? It's called GPS. And it works wonders. It does. It really does work wonders. I like GPS. I really don't think the game would be as playable as it is without it. A lot of my farm sim time is spent doing other things. Except for Hofbergman. That's kind of... When I play it, I have to pay like close attention to what I'm doing. Because I can't use GPS because none of the tractors I own have it. Everything's kind of manual, so that map really forces you into working hard, but this one not so much. Especially if you can get on a kind of an open path and you know, turn your GPS function on and you're good to go. Ready to rock. Could have just combined these fields, made one big giant oak field. It's not my land. I can't add fields. I can't take fields away. This is Nostalgic Farmer's property, and I'm just using it for this year. I was asked the other day, how long do you plan on playing this map? Don't know. At the least 2 more years. We're on year 3 right now. At the least 2 more years, but whatever map I play next, I'm going to try to continue on with the same format of a multiplayer let's play, and when that happens, I'll be opening that up to and I post all that information on Farmer Klein's Discord channel. So in the video link you'll see a link to Farmer Klein's Discord. Jump on there, be engaging, be active, get to know the community. A lot of times if there's multiplayer events that come up, we don't just give them to just randoms. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. The servers have limited slots, and in the past people have been burned by offering it to somebody they do not know or somebody who just kind of showed up. And a lot of times either they flake out on the server, which means they don't show up, they don't work, they don't really do anything, they're there for a couple weeks and then they're not part of the server, and that goes on your permanent work record, at least for me. It really does for me. If you're one of those people who wants to play multiplayer but then can't be an active player once you've joined the server, I probably won't ask you to join again. And I know real life stuff happens, but I also know that part of being a responsible person is knowing what you can and can't do. So that definitely will be a consideration. So if you're wanting now to be part of the next multiplayer event, you have to get in to the Discord, you have to get to know people, you have to be part of the community, and we kind of have to learn to know who you are and trust you. But yeah, that's the spill on that. I've been asked a couple times, you know, if I can join the server. How do I join the server? And that's how. You join a Discord community, and it doesn't have to be Farmer Klein's. If you don't mesh over there, if you don't like that, there's a lot of Discord communities out there. Join them. Be active. Be a part of it. Be engaging. Get to know the people there. Make some friends. And then after you do that, those multiplayer opportunities will come up. Alright. I think that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Been rumbling and mumbling for far too long. My plan is we'll get all of Nostalgics planted. Probably, and I'll time lapse all of that. I already started recording some of the time lapse footage of this first oak, or this first oat field. And I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of compile all that footage into one episode. Just going to be a lot of planting. So if that's something you like to watch, stay tuned for that episode. Alright everybody, until next time, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Take care of each other out there. See you later. Bye.